Curious about what Waikiki looks like right now? As part of our Waikiki Now series, we're showing you what Waikiki looks like right now.
For more Hawaii videos, make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell so you're alerted every time we post a new video.
Aloha, I'm Mariam, and this is Yes to Hawaii. We make Hawaii videos, take the guesswork out of planning your trip. As always, I'll leave timestamps in the description box below, so feel free to skip around the video for the parts that you came here for.
We're gonna start our walk here on the corner of Kalakaua and Saratoga Road. Saratoga Road, to the right-hand side, there is a post office. And this street that is on our left-hand side, the one-way street, is Kalakaua Avenue. You go a little bit farther down this street, there's a couple of restaurants. There's Castro's, which is really good for breakfast or lunch. There's also Eggs and Things. They also have a second location farther down on Kalakaua Avenue. On the left-hand side, over here is Luxury Row, where you have Chanel, Gucci, and a few other shops. There's also a tattoo shop there. Ooh, that was a close one. So a little bit farther down, this intersection is the intersection of Kalakaua and Beach Walk. If you go off to the right, you will see a Hard Rock Cafe and a really cute ramen shop. And then the building to my right-hand side is the Bank of Hawaii building. You wanted to get your money exchange, or there's also a Long's Drugs, which is open 24/7. If you need anything after hours, they also have a full pharmacy inside. That's open till, I believe, 8 o'clock in the evening. So it is very windy. It is near the end of February, and I've got a wind muff on this mic, so hopefully you guys won't hear any static. So a little bit further down, we're on Kalakaua Avenue. To my right-hand side is Aloha Beer. They do dine-in or takeout. We're gonna pass right by them for a couple local brews. Then again, to my right-hand side over here, that was the Bank of Hawaii that I mentioned earlier. And a little bit farther down is Long's Drugs. If you need anything, they're open 24/7, sundries, food, snacks, and again, a full pharmacy as well. To my right is the Beer Garden, Aloha Beer. And then we are still on Kalakaua Avenue, which is the main street here in Waikiki. The intersection coming up is intersection of Kalakaua and Lure Street. And then to my left over here is Louis Vuitton. Coming up here on the right-hand side, this massive building over here is the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. Again, this is the intersection of Kalakaua and Lure Street. If you take a right onto Lure Street, there is P.F. Chang's restaurant. There's also a Starbucks. Yard House is also down this street as well. If you're staying in Waikiki, there is a Wyndham. On the right-hand side, there's Hokulani, which is a Hilton property. If you've never seen these kinds of intersections before, this is a scrambler crosswalk. Also, jaywalking is a big thing here in Waikiki, so if you are caught jaywalking, you can get a ticket. I think it's about $130, $140. I recently had a coworker who got a ticket, unfortunately. So again, on my right-hand side is Tiffany & Company, which is part of the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. On my right-hand side, still that Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center that I mentioned earlier. And the main street to my left-hand side is Kalakaua Avenue. This intersection coming up is the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Royal Hawaiian. And then to my left-hand side is the Victoria's Secret. There's also a Sephora and the Waikiki Shopping Plaza on the left-hand side. If you look up right over here, that is the restaurant Sky Waikiki. Still on Kalakaua Avenue, and again, Kalakaua is the main drag that's here in Waikiki. And it is the end of February. We've had quite a bit of rain lately, overcast weather, but as you can see, it's actually not that bad. So my right-hand side, this building is still Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. On my left-hand side across the street is the Waikiki Shopping Plaza, and at the intersection coming up ahead is the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Seaside Avenue. There is an H&M clothing store, and if you go down Seaside Avenue, there's a Ross Dress for Less if you forgot something on vacation and you need to pick it up. There's also a super cute restaurant there called Heavenly, which has really good loco mocos if you haven't already had it. This super long line that you see on the left is for shave ice. If you haven't tried it before, would recommend. This is with Island Vintage Shave Ice. They also have a coffee shop on the second floor. Just right over there. Really good for acai bowls. They do have a long line typically in the morning, but it moves fast. And then, oh, actually here. Over here is the Royal Hawaiian Center, same complex we were walking by earlier. And they have shows in the evening as well. So we're going to take a little bit of a peek here. So the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center has these free cultural shows throughout the week. You can check out their website, and I'll leave a link in the description box below for a calendar so you can check out what shows are playing and what times. The Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center is not to be confused with the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, which is a pink hotel here in Waikiki. So still on Kalakaua Avenue. And again, on the right-hand side, still the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. On the left-hand side over here, we have California Pizza Kitchen, Foot Locker, and Rip Curl. And if you're staying in Waikiki, there's also the Beachcomber by Outrigger, and I'll point that out right here. They also have a really cute restaurant called the Hawaiian Cafe. And then to my right-hand side is the Apple Store. It's been a minute since I've done these Waikiki Now walks, and I'm realizing it because I am definitely out of breath. I think the last Waikiki walk video I posted was, I believe, back in November. All right, well, we are back on track now for February, and we should be posting a Waikiki Now video twice a month in the end of the month and again in the beginning of the month as well. There's also a Macy's on the left-hand side. And coming up on the far left is the International Marketplace. To my right-hand side is the Cheesecake Factory. This place has crazy long lines. And they don't take reservations. So if you do want to go to Cheesecake Factory, you don't want to wait in a super long line, you can always go for lunch. Typically for lunch, it's going to be a lot shorter of a line that moves way faster versus for dinner. And then just to my left-hand side over here is the International Marketplace. Also done a walkthrough of the International Marketplace, and I'll leave a link in the description box below. Coming up here on the right-hand side is the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort, not to be confused with the Outrigger Reef, which is on Kalia Road. This is the same hotel that the restaurant Duke's as well as Hula Grill is in. Duke's is on the ground level, and then Hula Grill is on the second floor or their upper lobby. The hotel towers that you see coming up ahead on the left are the Hyatt Regency Hotel. So again, this is Outrigger Waikiki. This upcoming building on the right-hand side over here is the Moana Surfrider Hotel. So pretty busy for February. And right now it's the 23rd of February around 6:10 p.m. Keep in mind if you are coming during the winter months, sunset is considerably earlier, so it's probably going to get dark around 6:30, no later than 7, versus summer months where the sunset's considerably later. And then just here on the right-hand side is the Moana Surfrider. We've also done a walkthrough of this hotel. I'll leave a link in the description box below. They have a really cool restaurant there called Beach Bar as well as Beach House. Waikiki is getting lit. And just across the street from me over there as part of the Hyatt Regency Hotel is the Urban Outfitters clothing store. To my right-hand side is still the Moana Surfrider Hotel. There's also over here on the right-hand side Lawson's, where if you didn't get a chance to try Dole Whip, but you didn't want to drive all the way to the Dole Pineapple Plantation, you can also purchase it here. On my right-hand side is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. We have done a walkthrough of this property. I'll also leave a link in the description box below if you're curious to see what that property looks like. We walk through all the common areas that are at that property, check out some of the shops, as well as the pool area too. On my right-hand side, still the Moana Surfrider Hotel. There's the Christmas store. There's also San Lorenzo bikinis. And then coming up here on the right-hand side is the Waikiki Police Station. Whew, definitely out of breath. Super gorgeous day. Coming up ahead on the right-hand side is the Duke statue. It's a tall bronze surfer statue. This is also the place, if you catch one of the catamarans, the Manakai, this is exactly where they pick up, right on the beach itself. There isn't any dock here. The boat is literally, as what it sounds like. It's a beach catamaran, meaning it comes right up along the beach for you to board from the water. Super gorgeous day. Let's take a look. Over here on the right-hand side, it's closed at this point, but there's also places where you can take surf lessons directly on the beach. And coming up ahead is this huge banyan tree on the right-hand side. There's also a banyan tree that you can check out at the Moana Surfrider as well as in the International Marketplace. To my left-hand side over here is the Waikiki Circle Hotel. They have that same restaurant, eggs and things that I mentioned earlier on Saratoga Road. This is one of their other locations. And then coming up here on the left-hand side, there's also a McDonald's. And there's the hotel, the Alohilani Resort. They have a really cool infinity pool and a nice restaurant there called Swell Bar. Alright guys, I think that's going to end today's Waikiki Now video for February, and again it is the end of February around 6:10 p.m. We walked the entire strip of Kalakaua. We did normally used to go a little bit farther to Kapuhulu Avenue, but I'm getting a little winded, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break right about now, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
I hope you guys liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if there's any other Hawaii videos you'd like to see, definitely leave them in the comments down below.